Hello. It's officially the 31st of December, 2022. It has come to the end of the year. We're finito. We are finished. It's currently 3:36 p.m. But we just got back from a food shop and I thought I actually want to do a little recap of the year video of stuff. So that's what it's doing. That's what's happening today. I'm in the car, as you can tell. I don't drive. But we just got back from a food shop and I said, you know what, leave me in here. I like the atmosphere here. I like that it's not just our bedroom. So we're going to stay in the car for the majority of this video. 2022, not a lot actually happened. I feel like this year for me in particular was very much, I hate to say a filler year because it means that nothing happened and it was irrelevant in my life, which is not true. But I feel like not a lot did happen. But I thought we should always take each year as a little gift and to be you know what, even though I feel personally I didn't achieve anything too huge or goals that I had set myself last year to accomplish this year, stuff still happened. Do you know what I mean? And that's still 12 months of my life and I still want to go and appreciate it and still talk about the stuff that went through in 2022. I did write a list on my iPad and I'm just going to go through the stuff and just read it out and just kind of go over stuff that did happen and just appreciate this year because I definitely feel like I did nothing and that's not the case. So here we go. Starting from number 1. I accomplished a whole year living in London. I moved down after I graduated and now I've been here over a year. In June, it's going to be 2 years. In June 2023, it's going to be 2 years. So I've done a whole year, which is incredible. My sister moved down to London and now she's living with me, which is so exciting. That was a huge step for her. So well done. And then also it just made me so happy that I have some family in London with me because my entire family lives here in Ireland. So having someone there with me is everything. And my sister's my best friend. So that was just a double whammy. We also just moved flats. And I say just, it was 7 months ago, but we had such a hassle with our flat situation. We had 3 weeks to move out. It was a whole situation. I went through a homeless era. It was not a good time mentally as well. And I struggled a lot with everything in that whole situation. And it was just really complicated and so much stuff happened and we just struggled so hard to find a place that suited all of us. And it was so much effort and my head felt like it was going to explode. The amount of tears I wasted looking for this stupid flat. I hate moving because I hate the whole process of finding flats and going to visit them. Blech. Hated it. But now we're okay. Now we found a place. It's great. We're all happy. That's the most important thing. I did, some auditions this year. Not a lot, but not nothing. And that's pretty okay for me. Didn't book a thing, but you know what? Actually, that's not true, but it's the thought that counts, and it's the fact that I showed up to these is really important. Also, I had a couple in-person auditions, which is fun because after COVID, obviously everything went to pretty much to being online auditions and self-tapes. So it's actually been really nice to be in the room finally, and towards the end of the year as well, I did a lot more of those. So that was great. I've also taken classes this year, which is great because I don't want to get lazy and I'm a very lazy person. So for me to sit at home is so I was able to take classes, which is great. And I've just, kept myself busy. It's been good to dance and sing and act again. I'm going to do a lot more this year. That's part of my New Year resolution kind of thing. Is to take more classes and to not let myself get lazy because I'm a very lazy person. So I filmed 2 short films this year. That was pretty fun. The first one I was a lead in, which was so fun. There was only 2 of us that were starring in the film, and that was amazing. We filmed for the whole day. It was my first time on set, so it was a pretty big deal for me. That was pretty fun. And then just recently I did another short film, but I wasn't a lead, but it was still really good to actually be on set with actual actors. I say actual actors, I'm not one. I mean, don't really feel like it yet, but that was pretty good. It was nice to be on set again. I just love that whole atmosphere. It's such like nervous energy. It's like a thing of like, I hate it, but I also like crave it. It's really weird and I don't love it, but then I'm also like, I want that feeling a lot. I don't even know what that means. I want to give a shout out to some new friends I made this year. In particularly, my friends Blythe and Hannah, my besties. I met these guys when we were doing classes together. We did musical theatre classes. That's where we met. And I literally am obsessed and in love with the both of them. We literally talk every single day, and even since I've been home we've had phone calls, and I literally love these two so much, and they've been like a huge part of 2022 for me. So I love them both very much, and I actually know that they watch my vlog, so I love you both. Also, my friend Maggie, who is actually a USA girl, and she came over to internship at the place where I work in currently, and we like clicked so hard, and I was like, I'm literally obsessed with you. And then we started vlogging to each other when she went back home. We started vlogging to each other every single day, and we literally talk non-stop every day. We send each other vlogs, and that's been like a great part of this like last year bit of my life, because she's so fun, and we talk to each other every single day. And she actually came down because she has a boyfriend here in England, and she came down for Christmas and New Year's, and I saw her for a day when she came down literally like a week ago, and we just talked for hours, and it was so lovely to see her again and be reunited with her. So I just also love her, and she's been a big part of this year also, and just anything, just like as a support system, as a friend, as everything. Love you, Maggie, so much. I saw a lot of shows this year, and I want to just give it a little shout out to all the shows I've seen, because that's literally kind of my only reason for surviving recently has been seeing shows. Here is some that I want to give a shout out to. I literally have it written down. I saw, number one, Wicked. Wicked is my favorite. Like, literally nothing can beat it. There's a reason why it is still so popular all these years later. It will always hold the most special place in my heart. I love Wicked so much. This year alone, I probably saw it 3 times. I always have to mention it. Is like the best thing ever. Same with Frozen. My girl Frozen is everything. And people who say they don't like Frozen the musical are actually lying. They're actually lying to you. There is actual magic. It is so beautiful. The songs will make you cry. Olaf is everything. Like, you're lying to me if you say you didn't like the musical, and I would like to have a conversation with you and change your mind if you are one of those people. This year I probably saw Frozen, I want to say 5 times probably. So I also saw Cabaret this year. Cabaret was wonderful and beautiful, and just like the most queerest, wonderful show I could possibly imagine. And then we had a workshop with a guy from Cabaret called Toby. Shout out to Toby, and it was everything. I literally lived my best life in it. So shout out to Cabaret. And then how can we possibly forget that I saw Miss Jodie Comer 3 times on the West End this year. I literally will never, ever stop talking about this show. Prima was literally the most wonderful piece of theatre that I've ever seen in my entire life, and I will never, ever stop talking about it. And just trust me when I say that it was fucking amazing. I literally cannot talk about it better. It was like, I genuinely feel so bad for people that didn't see it. Like, actually, my heart goes out to you, because it was life-changing. And I'm not even saying that in a throwaway comment way, actually life-changing. She was perfection. Love you, Jodie. And then I'm just gonna fly through the rest. These are, see, this is what I mean. It's not really big accomplishments. Me going to see shows is not an accomplishment, but for me, that's been a huge part of this year, so that's why I've said it. I had my 1-year anniversary at work this year. And that was kind of fun and weird, because you never think of the job you're gonna have to sustain you while you're trying to look for acting work or theater work. So I really love my job. I'm so grateful. I really love where I work. And I had my 1-year anniversary in October or something this year, and it was really lovely, and I actually really like working there. And I just never thought that would happen. I just didn't think about, the job that I would have, that I need to pay my rent and stuff. So yeah, I really love it there though. I turned 21 this year, which is crazy, in September. That's kind of wild. She's 22 this year. It's my Taylor Swift birthday, which I'm very excited about. But yeah, turned 21. I don't really feel any different, really. But the best thing was from my parents, I got to go to Greece for my 21st. They got me and my sister tickets and accommodation to go to Greece. I've always wanted to go to Greece forever. I feel like I belong there. There was a weird part of me that was like, I feel like I need to be there. Mamma Mia definitely had a big say in that, but I have always wanted to go to Greece, and that was like such a bucket list moment for me. And we got to go for like 10 days, and genuinely I had the best time of my life. I want to go back ASAP. This is literally not an accomplishment, but I feel so proud of myself. I managed to write down every single movie that I saw this year in my notes, like on my phone. I don't know why I wanted to do this. I saw a TikTok of someone doing it, being like, here are the movies I saw in a year. And I was like, that's impossible. Like, I watched so many movies. So it's wild, but literally it's been like a chore this year, because every single time I watch a movie, and I've had to finish every single movie, even movies that I've not enjoyed, I've had to finish it because I've needed to write them on the list. So that's been a big part of my year, having to remember, and like every single time I watch a movie, my notes app is out, putting it right in. Like, it was a big deal for me. I'm kind of happy I accomplished it and stuck to it, because it's literally the last day of the year, and whatever movie we watch tonight will go down, and that's it. I don't think I can do it next year, because it was actually too much effort, and as I said, I'm a very lazy gal. So probably not going to happen for 2023. I also, biggest thing of the year, I just recently signed with a new agent, and I'm so excited to finally get started and audition a lot more in the new year. I just feel like it's so wonderful coming on a close and like starting in the new year with a new agent. I'm very happy. I'm very excited. I can't wait to see what it holds for next year. I feel very positive and ready to just go into this new year with like a blank slate and go smash as much auditions as possible, go take as many classes as possible, like meet new people, make friends, go take classes. I just said that, but you know what I mean. I'm excited. So that was a pretty big deal for me as well at the end of this year. I'm very happy and very excited to continue. And last but not least, I want to give a big shout out to Miss Taylor Swift. She has been the soundtrack of my entire life this year. I'm not even exaggerating here. I've probably listened to her every single day, like at least once. Like at least like, you know what I mean? You know what I mean. And this new Midnights album has taken over my life. Just in the food shop today, I was playing it like multiple times. She has been a big part of my life this year, actually, and I feel like I was always hiding. I've been a Swiftie for so long, but I always hid it because people made me feel embarrassed about it. And I was made to like feel shame that I loved Taylor, and now I'm so happy that she's like blowing up, because now it's like cool to like her. And I was like, I've liked her for so long, and people have made me feel bad about it. And I was like, babe. Anyway, shout out to Taylor. I love her so much, and she's been like a huge part of my year this year. And I love her, and I just can't wait to see what she does. I cannot wait to go on the Eras tour. It's not been announced for Europe. Why did I say it like that? For Europe yet, or Ireland. So I'm still waiting. So Taylor, if you're watching, please announce your international dates, because I will need like a year's in advance to plan how I'm going to get tickets. So please, if you could, darling, announce them for me. Thank you so much. But yeah, that's it pretty much. I just wanted to do a little recap, because I think you should still celebrate the small wins. And even though nothing huge or dramatic happened this year, I think it's really important just to look back on kind of what you did and how far like you've come. You know, like I'm a very different person than who I was a whole year ago. So that's pretty good. Like, that's a good step, right? And you should applaud yourself once in a while. Pat on the back, pat on the head. And also, my mom made me this hat for Christmas. Isn't it so cute? She knitted it. What a talented queen. Anyway, Happy New Year, everyone. I hope next year is wonderful and brings everyone everything that they've ever wanted. I hope it's filled with love and laughter and accomplishments and crying and sadness and everything, because you can't do a whole year with all of the emotions possible. Did that make any sense? Probably not, but you know what I mean. Anyway, Happy New Year, everyone. I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful year. And I can't wait to do this video again next year and see if I've done anything different or if it's the exact same thing. And I'm in the car again with this hat saying the exact same stuff. We'll see. Hopefully not. Hopefully she's thriving in London. We will see, and I'll update next year. Happy New Year. Hope everyone has a wonderful time. And go eat your grapes at 12 o'clock.